All right, quick, quick tips, tricks, advice. Some may know, some may not. I've been kind of trying to mess around and figure out what I like with my button mapping. You know, people have been talking about scuffs, paddles this, paddles that. They're great. I could tell you I kind of ran out of options just with this, but it is what it is. I want to show you how I get it done though. Let me pick up this
I'll
heavy.
make it rain.
So let's go in here. Let's go into your button mapping. I want to kind of explain some of this because I have it kind of set up the same but different. Let's start with your fire and your zoom. First of all, I have them started up here. They're binded up here for shorter travel, pretty much. When I aim in, it's not that long press, and then when I shoot, it's not that long press here. It's just quick. So these right here, boom, short button travel. All right. Another thing is, this is what got me kind of down the rabbit hole. This auto melee. Sometimes when you're up close and you're trying to throw your hammer, give it a little snap, you can't because you got that auto melee on. You start socking them in the face. So turn this off, unbind this, and pretty much bind these together. So whenever you have your melee or your hammer and you're up close, don't matter, it's gonna take precedence first. So you'll throw your hammer, then you'll start meleeing, start mink mocking people. Alright, so now that comes with, since we switched our aim and our shoot to our top buttons, we had to flip them around here. So now I'm going with grenade, L2, super. We got the supers here. I think, don't quote me, it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure they're up here. I switched them down here. Jump. Here we go. This this is what changed my gaming. Call of Duty, Destiny, wherever I can get my jump. Put it on your R3. Put it on your R3. So when you're playing, you could play, you could jump, and you could aim, and you could still dash, and glide, and still aim in without letting your thumb come off the button or the analog rather. Finishers. I had this binded with X, but it was screwing me up. So now I have it on my L3. So L3 is the sprint. So if you're like shooting and you're like getting close to them, you sprint up, you're sprinting, you're sprinting, you're sprinting. You just keep tapping that L3, and you'll as soon as you get in range, you'll zip to them and you'll start the melee or the finisher. So that's that. This definitely changed the way I play Destiny as well. All right, let's go down. This is all the same. Sprint the same. Okay, hold crouch. I have that set to R2. So when I'm in a gunfight, I'm aiming down the sights here. I could kind of flick the R2 so you could get that little duck, you know? That's also a godsend right there. And then you could run around, you could slide, you kind of just flick it and you could slide. But I also have my toggle crouch the same. Because you still need to kind of creep around. You don't want to sit there and hold R2. But it's just good that R2 is good there. So you could kind of flick it if you need to when you got to duck and dodge. Alright. So this is all like sword attacks and stuff like that. I believe I left them the same, but I might be wrong. But these are my buttons. It kind of keeps it in line with the whole aiming and firing. Now, down here is the gold mine because hunters could dodge with your double tap and circle. Well, now Titans, Warlocks, double tap circle. That's what I set it to. Double tap circle. The one thing you have to be careful is this. So I could double tap circle. Oh, I have my Phoenix dive on. We'll get to that. Let me put my... Alright, let me set this up. I had to make sure we have it saved and dim before I start messing with all this. Alright, so our rifts. Here we go. Alright, so I have my rift sets double circle. What you don't want to do is run and hold forward into double circle because you'll still slide. What you want to do is, if you're running, you got to hit somewhere, let go of that. Let go of the analog. As soon as you get around that corner or you slide, let go of the analog, double tap circle, you'll drop your rift, drop your barricade. Let's see once it's up again. Alright, so if I'm running, I'm going to double tap circle, I'm going to slide. You don't want to do that. We're going to slide in the cover and let go of everything. That was a little rough. Let's go again. See. That R2 is the godsend. Alright, so let's try this again. We're going to try to get that rift up without sliding. Alright, so I tapped R2, I slid in cover, and I double tap circle. Instead of holding circle, you just double tap it. Alright, another thing I wanted to kind of describe. This here. It's not really a big deal, but I like to have the stasis breakout as press circle. So I can kind of depress it instead of double tapping it. And I'm pressing it, you break out of it faster, I feel. I don't know. And then the final things here are I have my power weapon to double triangle. So let me show you a double triangle, boom. Instead of holding triangle and making sure, sometimes you're like panicking and you're trying to get it out but you can't, boom, double triangle, Icarus dash. Watch. So you're getting chased. Oh, I gotta run. Double triangle, Icarus dash, boom, out of cover. Running. Double triangle, Icarus dash, boom. Instead of holding triangle. I'll show you that again. Double triangle, Icarus dash right to the side. Eager edge, rather, sorry. That's really it. I just want to kind of describe, show you guys that you can kind of set your buttons up however you want, even if you don't have a scuff. Like, I was gonna pull a trigger and buy a scuff, but I didn't want to spend any money on it. I have all these other controllers. I literally went out and got all of the colors for my birthday. So I don't want to go out and buy a scuff I like the controllers. I like these. If they come out with back buttons, more power to them. I have them for the PS4. I have them for the PS4. But anyways, this was my setup. Icarus Dash, double circle, switch to your power weapon, double triangle. Well, double circle on the ground. Melee. Make sure you set your melee. You unbind that auto melee. And still being mock people. Boom, boom. What else? What else? What else? That's really it. That's all I could describe. Think of. I hope this helps everybody. Let me show you my screen again. Maybe you could take a quick look. Button layout. Boom. There's that. Come down. And one more. So there you go. I'm your boy Zero Rage. Just trying to get the word out on becoming a better player. Y'all have a good one.